That's right, you heard it right. We have found a bike that I'm using to replace my Lectric XP 2.0. We've had the Lectric XP 2.0 for a while now, and it's a good bike, don't get us wrong. But there's another bike that I find myself going to more often than the Lectric XP 2.0. This particular XP 2.0 has over 1,300 miles on it, so they run good, they're great. But the one I find myself going to the most is the Multijoy Spaniel Fat Tire e-bike. It is a little bigger, kind of a different class because it doesn't fold like the XP, the Lectric does. But this one here I like better for the bigger tires, better flotation. It's got a bigger battery, so I get more range out of it. I get way faster speeds out of this one. So those are a couple things I like about this particular bike. I like being a little higher up too, like if you're going through any water or anything, you got that little better height, your pedals aren't so close to the ground, so it's a pretty nice bike. And I find myself on this one all the time. You have seen us before. We have tried out many bikes on the channels. We started with our electrics here, the Multijoy, the Cafe Cruiser, the Noctos. What was that other one over there? That chopper looking one? Wicked Thumb. Yep, that's an expensive bike. It's not a bad bike, but I mean, you got to really be into your choppers. And then also we did the trike by Emojo. We did a trike by them. We tried tons of different bikes, but so far this is the one that's holding me so far. Until I try some other ones, another one might take its place. There's probably another one out there that can do what this one does, but this one so far is my favorite bike. And like I said, this one here is like a different class because it folds. So if you have a small car, an SUV, and you need the folding capability, you might still want to go with the Lectric XP. So far, of all the folding bikes we've had, like the Nocto, stuff like that, this one still is probably your best value for the dollar with the Lectric XP. But our particular setup, we have a pickup truck or a trailer, so we don't need to fold it. We never find ourselves folding these bikes that often at all, so we can go with the full-size bike and not be a problem. And then, or even if you had a car and you wanted something like that and not a folding, you can buy those little trailers for a few $100 that you could strap a few bikes on. It'd be great. A couple things on this one though, even though it's still my new favorite, the couple things I would like to see them change or another bike have that comes out would be a better, brighter, bigger screen. Because this screen it's a colored screen, but it's hard to see, especially with bright light. It's a hard one to see. It would be nice to be a little bit bigger and brighter. 8 speeds. That's the only thing I missed from, I think it was the Cafe Cruiser, had 8 speeds in it. That 8th gear is world of difference. We love the 8th gear on that one. That one was more the beach cruiser style. If you remember, if you go back, we'll leave a link to that video somewhere. But it had more of the swept back handlebars for like the beach cruiser type. Nice bike, had good speed and everything. I wasn't a fan of the handlebars. It wasn't quite up as high, but it did have the big tires. But that had that 8th gear, and also it had hydraulic brakes. I'm not saying these don't work great, but hydraulic brakes are definitely an upgrade, especially if you're getting into the bigger bikes and you're trying to stop a little bit more. That's definitely something you want. And then if you see, with most of our bikes, the accessories we put on first are usually a suspension seat post and a bigger saddle seat. Like you see, this one's I think this one's 13-inch wide. It's so much more comfortable. This one here is also 13-inch wide. This is the Schwinn. It's a comfortable seat. Lectric XP, to their credit, they do include like the suspension seat post now and upgraded seats. You can get those XPs with the bigger battery. You can get one with 2 batteries. They do have the options for you these days. Of course, it's more upgrades on price for some of that stuff, but when we got this, I think these were $1,100 or something like that. A pretty good deal. And then like with this one here, this one already comes with the upgraded battery in it, which is nice to have. I mean, I can get a lot more range than one of those can. So with that one, we have to carry an extra battery. If I'm taking this one and somebody's taking that one, we take extra battery with that one, and an extra battery for that costs around $300. So carry an extra battery or get a bike that already has the upgraded battery. That's the option for you. And of course, we put on here, like, this is our whale tail cell phone holder. It also has a spot for like keys or a wallet or something in there, and it has the screen you could touch through so you could still see your phone. And then we put a little bag on the back of this one to carry like an extra tube and tools we need for that. And on this one we have the pannier bags, which hold quite a lot of stuff. And this top bag comes right off, and it goes over your shoulder like thing if you're going into a store or something. Plus we also hold the our lock and stuff like that in here. We'll give you guys a close-up of some of the other stuff on these bikes. I mean, you've probably seen them in our other videos. We put the mirror on here, good to have, especially down here in Florida. There's a lot of traffic. You want to be able to see what people are doing behind you. We also have, this one here is the Rock Bros cell phone holder on this one. Still got the clear screen with touch that you can touch through here. We'll get you guys close-ups, like I said, that you can touch your phone through here and still use it. And each one of these saddle over the frame, and then you could put a wallet in one side, keys in the other side. Pretty nice to have. Another thing these don't have, neither one of these have it, is a horn. One of the other ones we had a little horn. The Nocto or something had a little horn on it, which you don't think you need it that much, but sometimes you do if you're in a crowded area. This one had a bell, like you flick it, but when it arrived, the flicker for the bell was off, so this never dinged at all. But you can kind of get it there if we had it. But a little horn on here would be nice. This one has the nicer light on the front compared to that one also, so that's also an upgrade. So with all the, what do you say?
Working rear light.
Oh yeah, that's true. On this one here, it has a working rear light, so that way if you're in lead or somebody's behind you and you press the brake, they're going to see the light flash, let them know that you're coming to a stop or slowing down. But with all that being said, let's give you guys a quick close-up on some of this stuff. You've probably seen them in our other videos, but we'll pan through these real quick so you can get a close-up. All right, as you can see with the close-ups there, I mean, they both got a lot of the same features like the front suspension and things like that. But like I said, I do find myself on this one like 99% of the time. In fact, my Lectric XP, I already sold it. This is my son's here. That's why it has so many miles on it. My wife still has hers, but for me, I like this one here. I sold my other XP, and I'm sticking with this one until another one comes along. I mean, you never know. We might get another one that we try and it beats this one out. I don't know, but right now I'm loving this bike. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. If you're interested in any of these bikes or have a question on an e-bike, chances are we probably handle it a little bit. So give us a shout and we will try to answer those questions for you. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching and try something new.
Whenever your heart is broken,